This right here is crazy.
AyeQ!
This is what imagine him in a hospital trying to deal with and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is. What up, YouTube? It's your boy AQ. Listen, man, before we get into the video, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the STC fam. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers on this platform. So if you guys appreciate the content, go ahead and show some love right now and like and subscribe. Look, the video that we're going to do a reaction to is a follow-up of a video that I did recently where a woman disrespected what a man does for a living because he's a truck driver, and she felt like she's too good for a truck driver because he's too boring. All right. So looks like Pop the Balloon have a season 1 reunion, and she explained why he was boring. So with no further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Okay, so to get this ball rolling, Trinity, on your segment, seems like you had a little bit of something to say about truck drivers. So let's go ahead and take a look at that clip. Okay, let's start over here. Why do we end up popping Tony's?
That was kind of boring. It wasn't nothing like more.
Wait,
Just
what was
like I
boring?
just drive trucks.
I mean, you asked what I do. That's what I do.
Okay, so did you want to elaborate a little bit on what you meant by that?
He didn't sell himself. I had options.
Now, the first thing I noticed is how different this chick looks, and it's scary. See, that's why I'm not a big fan of weave and all that, bro. Like, show up in your natural state so I could get a good gauge on how you actually looks. And by the way, she looks good without the weave. Matter of fact, she looks better without the wig or the weave. I don't know, but all I do know, she had on fake hair that day. But this right here is crazy.
Many options that didn't pop their balloon. And he didn't sell himself. He was just a truck driver. And that's it. So it was kind of boring. The response was boring. The occupation for me and my lifestyle, boring. It was never a question of if I knew how much truck drivers make, because I don't really care. This is a partnership. I'm a creative. The first thing I said when I came on, I like all things that put me into my creativity. How creative can you be just driving the route? Doesn't seem like you're
But does
creative.
what he does change the possibility that he could still be
We're
a
building
creative?
a life together. This is a partnership.
Right.
So if you feel like you're most valuable driving the truck, maybe you might not be the partner to build the life that I'm trying to build.
He doesn't feel that way. He's just answering the question that you asked very straightforwardly. What do you do? I'm a truck driver.
So I feel like that might not fit my partnership.
What fits your partnership?
A creative. Because I'm a
An
creative.
example of like a job that the person would have that you would find to be suitable for you.
I like things that are artistic and not even just artistic.
An example of the job, like an example of a job.
It's not really, the job is not the problem. The person was the problem. So a truck driver would not be a problem if he was a truck driver that had the mindset of an entrepreneur.
But you don't know the mindset. You're just meeting him. This is the first question
All I
you're
know,
asking
all
him.
you gave me is you drive trucks. That's all I know.
But
Nope.
that was the answer to the question.
That's all you, okay, so there were other men up there. Many men gave different answers for what they do, and they sold themselves a little bit more. You were up there to sell yourself.
Right.
You did not sell yourself as well as the other men. Somebody had to go.
So what would be a suitable answer? Like what's an example?
No, there's no
got one.
suitable answer. The truth is the suitable
got
answer. I'm
Right.
picking through my options, and from the options, just the truck driver and nothing else, not the pick.
So you wanted him to be like, I'm a truck driver and I do this. Is that what, like, you were kind of looking
No,
for?
I just expected the truth.
Mhm.
And the truth was just not the truth that was compatible with me.
Can I ask you a question? How old are you?
I'm 23.
I
Ah,
figured.
there we
Boring.
go.
Here we go.
It's
Hear me out,
boring.
hear me out.
Agree.
Hear me out. At this big age of 31, not 50, I just want to clear that out. Things change when you get a lot older. I ain't gonna hold you. You got me tighter than the booty hole up here. Because do you know how many good men are truck drivers?
Yeah.
To hear you say that,
There's nothing wrong with a good man being a truck driver. It's just
No.
that of my options that I had to pick from, the one that I was attracted to the least was the one that just said truck driver and gave no context description or nothing else.
And I feel like she has the
Hold up.
right to say that.
but hear me out though, respectfully.
Here's the thing, man. In life, it's not what you say, it's how you say. And she's 23, so she's pretty young. She haven't really lived a lot yet. She still have a lot of experiencing to do because at 23 to say it's boring, and 7 years from now when she's 30, her mindset will be so different. And another thing too, even though she's 23, she also got 2 kids. This is a woman who is 23 with 2 kids. And this is how life comes back to bite you in the ass. Because what she will soon realize, there's not too many men that will want a woman who's only 23 with 2 kids. So women like her usually learn the hard way. And this chick right here, she's a bit older. She's 31, and I'll say she's giving us some game, some gems. Like, listen, baby. But that's the thing about a young, immature woman. She thinks she knows everything and she don't know nothing. Sad.
I could see why men be frustrated because I'm ready to pull my hair out because you did not give a concise answer. They asked you 15 million times, can you give me an example of a job? And you answered it every butch way but the question.
There's no ideal specific job. It's the person. Your job can change at any moment.
Just
And the
Right,
person
hear me
that
out.
gave the answer,
So
you
I-
couldn't even give me creativity in your answer.
Men, she does not speak for all women. I think with time and age and maturity, because that's how the old people say mature, she'll get it. But at this big age, if you gonna miss out on a good man because he drives a truck, and then respectfully, men are very direct. So if you want a question to be asked, or if you want a specific answer, then you need to frame your question that way.
If you
You
want to
can't-
get picked, sell
you
yourself
can't-
a little bit better.
No, I understand. I'm just trying to, I'm not a man, but just from what I've experienced with men, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, y'all are very direct. So if you want a certain answer, you need to ask it a certain way. And when you say something as vague as that, you're not going to reap the response that you're wanting. I will say you are doing yourself a disservice, and you could potentially be missing out on a whole bunch of men because he could be a creative and the man could have 2 cents to his name. He could be a truck driver and have about $50,000 in the bank. So I would just say I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because you still are young and you have a
So
lot
the
of
cash
growing to do.
determines the value of the man?
No, but as it relates to occupation, that's what you're implying. That I want a man who could be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur implies that he has a certain amount of capital.
mindset than
Hear me out.
more so
Hear me out.
mindset.
Hear me out, though.
I feel like
think-
we've been hearing you out, and on her end, as a 23-year-old, if that doesn't comply with what she wants to engage with, and maybe she might not feel engaged with somebody who's older or who's doing that, then she has the right to just say, "Hey, that just was a little bit too boring for me."
And
As
you
a
sat here
23-year-old.
earlier and said that everyone deserves to have their own preference, and I prefer a man that I can partner with as a creative and create the life that we're gonna create and build together.
This
I
is-
don't feel like
let's
we
say
can.
something.
Jay. Let's hear
This
from
is
Jay.
this is my qualm with this, right? You don't got no plan. Like you're not giving us nothing concise to go off.
None
because-
of you guys
hold
are
on,
the
hold on,
men
but hold on,
in
hold on. I have not
question.
talked this whole time, and you gonna cut me off. So you can't effectively talk and listen at the same time. So that means
you can't multitask.
everybody says that who don't listen.
Go ahead, Jay. We hearing you.
Everybody say that
Bars.
who listen.
Just kidding.
Bars. Everybody say that who listens to.
Mic check that bird. See, shorty right here is a bird. And I hate to say it though, man, but I gotta keep it real with y'all. There's nothing a man could do with a woman like this. I'm just being real now. This is a woman who got 2 kids at 23, and instead of her listening and gaining knowledge, she got a response to everything. You can't teach a woman nothing who got a response to everything, bro. There's no saving a woman like this. Women like this have to learn life the hard way. The fact that she did this on national TV, it will come back to bite her in the ass. Because she got to understand that she already sitting on 2 kids at 23. No disrespect, but that's already a major setback if you want to be a creative and chasing goals and things like that. Because now you got to raise 2 kids on your own. And you want to find a man who is going to sign up to help you raise those kids at 23. You got to understand a woman with 2 kids at 23 is no different to a woman who's 30 with no kids. Y'all on the same playing field. And instead of her listening, she got a response to everything. It's crazy. Sad, bro.
Reply and not understand.
Facts.
Right? So, you don't have a plan. Like, if I'm trying to court you, if I'm trying to date you, what does a creative look like? Because I have a lot of creative minds. I do Uber and Lyft. I have so many conversations with so many people. I could put a video up here. We could have a podcast, a vlog. So yeah, we could do a creative thing like that. You could roll with me. You know what I'm saying? And then we could do that.
want to
So I just need some kind of, as men, we need a platform. Now, if you're not feeling them, say that.
That was it. I wasn't feeling it.
But you never said that. So if you had came out and said, you know what, you were kind of bland when you
You
said
were
that.
boring. I said that.
Exactly. So it's not the truck driving. It's just, you know what, I would have it.
If you watched the whole episode and not just the edited clip, you would see that I said with no context.
I'm going off what you just said right now.
I said with no context and nothing else.
I'm going off what you just said right now. I'm going off what you said. You said, I want somebody who I could create with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't give no context for that.
I'm not gonna specifically speak on like the create part. I do want to say, if she is starting from the beginning of the line and she asks, "What do you do?" and every man states some of their hobbies as well as their profession, and then she gets to one guy and he said, "I just drive trucks," I don't think it's that wrong for her to say that's boring, because it's not like she didn't have other examples to go off of. So I see what everybody's saying, like, and I actually know the young lady, so I get what she means by creativity. Like, she wants her mind to be expanded. You feel me? And
There's
by
not
all
much thinking
means,
being done when you're driving. I mean, well, not
you
much
on a route.
creativity. You can think.
I won't
but
say
not
that
much-
because you on a route. Truck driving is a very serious and it's a creative job. But I'm just saying, and like on your behalf, because truck driving is creative. I'm just saying, if everybody else say they do this, this, and that, and then one just say, "I just drive trucks," I don't think it's that bad to be like, "Oh, that's all." That's
Yeah, I wanted
boring.
to add about what she was trying to talk to you about. It wasn't trying to like come for you. It's just because she's older, she's just trying to drop a jewel in the sense that they say. It's not an attack. It's just saying maybe if you, because I get what you're saying, right? It's boring, right? But we're on the show and different. That it could be more to him. So your response is very important. The words
With that
you-
response, I didn't even want to figure out what more was to you.
Yeah, I'm not speaking on that. Everybody will come for you on the internet no matter what you say. But you individually, your response, that's what she was getting at. It may block it from a real good man there just because you think that he's boring, you know? He could have been a whole creative.
See, y'all gotta open your eyes, bro. She's not looking for a good man. That's just the reality. She is not looking for a good man. She's looking for someone who she claims to be creative. Like, what exactly does that even mean? Artistic. That's what I'm saying. This chick is so lost. And the reason why she's lost like this is because instead of her listening and learning and comprehending, it's like she listens only to respond. So she don't even listen. She hears and she just responds. And there's no saving a woman like this, bro. Facts.
And that knows he's more than a truck driver will understand.
Everyone,
By
of
saying-
every one
by-
of these gentlemen sold themselves. I watched every episode. All of us sold ourselves. All he said was truck driving, bro. I know about you a little bit from the show. I know about you a little bit from the show. I know about you. And I spoke on
personality.
I'm not speaking on that. Though. I'm speaking on what she was saying, referencing to her,
Yes.
as far as finding somebody that could be that, because you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? It's just
And
that simple.
last thing on my end, I just want to say, like, not everybody's on the same track. And I think that's where I'm coming in to defend, because I'm just like, you know, she's 23. Your strategy, you might be thinking about marriage. She might just be, you know, wanting to continue. And I didn't watch her. I didn't watch her.
I'm
whole
getting married.
episode.
I'm talking about building a life. So I'm thinking about
Okay.
marriage.
Okay.
All it was what?
Damn. She's thinking about marriage. She's thinking about building a life with a man, and a truck driver is too boring for her. It's like, bro, how lost can you be? You should be happy that a truck driver will even be willing to accept you at the age of 23 with 2 kids, Stephen Biller. Any man to sign up and say, you know what? This chick is 23. She's young. I don't know why she's not with her child's father or fathers, but I want to build with her. You know how hard it is to find a man like that? When you already showed him that you have a history of making bad decisions and you don't listen. And she want to get married. She want to have a family again one day. It's like, yo, this is crazy, bro. These chicks be lost, bro.
Well, basically, I'm saying it was love. It wasn't no attack. It was she was looking out. You know, like
You can be entitled to your own standards, but preferences, example, standard would be, I don't allow men who cheat. Preference, I need a man who's 6 feet. Y'all do the math. I don't got nothing else to say about that. And I'm interested to see what the folks gonna say when they see this. It's not the same.
All my life, my opinion has held a lot of weight. So all it is my opinion, and everybody's letting it hold as much weight as it obviously does. And I'm not gonna be with that man. He was boring. I said what I said. You ain't driving the truck around here. So park the whip or flip it somewhere else. Cause it's boring. I'm over it. The conversation is still boring. The men are still gonna come that are not boring and are creative, because I'm gonna create some beautiful things and they're gonna come creative with me. Period.
Okay.
Man, it's sad, bro. And this is the reason why it's sad, because in 7 years from now, she will look back at this and regret it. Because life is always going to give you a rude awakening, especially when you are 23, single mother with 2 kids and you're not humble. You're not humble at all. Yes, the men are going to come. Yes, the men are going to run through you, but nobody will be willing to wife you up, baby. Nobody is going to be like, yo, sign me up. Because 1, you don't listen. 2, you already got 2 kids. So you got to understand your position in the dating market. But she is one of those chicks who got to learn the hard way. Sad situation, man. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm out.